Hey everybody, it's Professor Parish, and I'm sorry I'm posting this video a little bit later than usual, but I did want to go ahead and post it tonight for our new week of class. So I'm going to go to assignments here. I hope you all had a nice kind of little break on Monday, and welcome back. So going to our assignments here, I do want to point out once again that if you get onto assignments, don't just go by this gray box, because the gray box only shows you 2 of the assignments for the class, and we typically have 2 to 3 assignments each week. So please make sure that you are scrolling down to our current week, which I'm going to minimize these old weeks. Our current week is actually week 10 already. Crazy, right? So we are on week 10. We have 3 assignments due this week. One of those assignments is your discussion forum, which the posts are due by Friday. You can turn them in Saturday or Sunday, but you will get deducted points for being late, but you can still turn them in for partial credit on Saturday or Sunday, and at least 2 peer responses by Sunday night. We also have 2 other assignments. We have your grammar review, which some of you have already completed, and then we have the writing prep for our 3rd paper, which is narration. This seems to be one of the favorite papers in the class, is narration. It's an easy paper, and we're going to go over it here very shortly. So just to review, let me pull up all of our assignments for this week. As far as the grammar review goes, it's our 5th grammar review. You can kind of see the assignment right here. I'm going to pull it up and show you all what it looks like. Let me bring this over here. All right, so it's in pages 466 to 470 in our English Skills textbook. For this first activity, you need to write the incorrect verb for each sentence and write the correct verb beside it. So it's a pretty easy first part of the assignment. On the review test right here, you will choose the correct verb for numbers 1 through 5. Numbers 6 through 10 are extra credit. Woo! So if you're wanting some extra credit in this class, which some of you might be, I would highly suggest this is some easy extra credit for you. You just do 1 through 5 for credit. 6 through 10 are extra credit. So you could get 5 points of extra credit just on this assignment. And we're going to have several assignments over the next couple of weeks with some extra credit opportunities. So please take advantage of that. But should be a very easy grammar assignment this week. I know some of you have already turned it in because it shouldn't take you too long to do, but it's just going over verbs and picking the correct one. We use a lot of incorrect verbs every day in our vocabulary because, as you probably noticed, we're in a very, very rural region, and so a lot of times we use incorrect verbs on a daily basis just because it's a speech pattern. It's just how we talk. So this assignment is trying to correct that and show you what the correct verb is. And those pages 466 to 470 go over some common errors made with verb usage. So that's grammar review number 5. Our discussion forum this week, if we go to it for week 10, we are introducing narration. So we're starting out by looking at this very short video. It's not long, but you are examining, it's all about characters and narration and the importance of a narrator within writing. So it's not a long video, but you'll click the link, you'll watch it, and then there are 3 questions to answer. And as you can see, someone's already posted their post in the discussion forum. So just make sure you have the answers to these questions in by Friday and that you respond to 2 peers by Sunday. But you can go ahead and respond to them on Friday and just get the entire assignment finished if you want to. I know we are getting closer to Halloween, so some of you may have things that you do with your kids. You may have Halloween get-togethers that you're planning on going to. So I would encourage you, do your English assignments throughout the week so that over the weekend you can enjoy yourself. And then finally, we have our narration paper. Now, right now, I am still grading your papers for compare and contrast. I'm about halfway done, but I am still grading some of your papers. So you may have feedback from me at this point. If not, then you should get feedback from me very soon because I'm still just in the process of grading those papers. We'll talk about revisions here shortly, but I want to go ahead and show you the narration Dropbox. So our next paper is narration. For your Dropbox, you need to tell me what your topic of paper 3 is, what the purpose of your paper is, and then show me an outline. which just demonstrates what's the point, what are the points you're going to talk about, what are you planning to discuss in your paper. So if I pull up our narration guidelines here, there we go. So chapter 15 in our book discusses narration. So definitely read chapter 15 this week. It's not a long chapter, and it will go over, if you're not familiar with narration, it'll go over with those types of essays and kind of what you need to be looking for as a writer and a reader of a narrative piece of text. So ideally, 3 full pages for this paper. It can be a story about an event in your life that has happened. It can be a story about an event in a family member or a friend's life, or if you want to talk about something that's happened in your community. I've had narration papers about broken bones, about traumatic experiences. I've read a lot of papers about childbirth because it's a personal topic and people want to talk about it. I've also read papers about like the May 8th storm that came to Southern Illinois. We've had papers about that. I've had papers about vacations, about personal experiences, lots of different things. Something that you are invested in, that you have a good memory of, or that's close to you, you can write about that. Pretty much any topic is open as long as it's appropriate for a college setting. And then you can kind of see how the points are outlined for this narration paper. You have an intro and conclusion, you have content and body paragraphs, the grammar, and then the page length and formatting. And then, as always, there is an example of the outline below. So I feel like with previous classes and previous students' papers, narration is a pretty easy topic for this third paper. If you're not sure what you want to write about, I would say for the writing prep, just give me all the options you have, and you can kind of start to see which one you feel more comfortable around. Usually once you start crafting an outline, you can start to narrow which topics you're really interested in, and I would say just go with those. All right, so that is our narration paper, and that prep is due by Sunday. So as far as revisions for paper 2, if you decide you want to revise your compare and contrast, if you scroll down here to week 12, which is crazy to think, but week 12, 2 weeks from now, is when those revisions are due. They're going to be due by Sunday night on week 12, and week 12 ends right here. It says November 3rd. So that's when their revisions are due by email if you choose to revise. So if you have any questions, you can email me this week for week 10. The only reading to do is chapter 15, which talks about narration, and then obviously watch this video and watch the video for the discussion forum. But should be a pretty easy week. The grammar assignment is super easy, just going over verbs and making sure we're all good to go there. So far, you all have been really, really good with the grammar assignments, and I've been very impressed. So just keep up the hard work. It's week 10 already. We're getting closer and closer to that home stretch. You all can do it. I have faith in you. And if you have any questions, please feel free to let me know. In the meantime, I will talk to you all again very soon, but have a great week. All right, bye.